Jodie and Hayesy Ask Us Anything.
Where nothing is off limits because we're still breaking down some walls, getting to know each other, the listeners, and vice versa. And also producer Shaun, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
This is my favourite segment.
Oh, you love it. You have a little glint in your eye. Go on then, rip into
I just get
it.
to ask you guys all these questions. And if you do have a question, you can email us at breakfast@nova919.com.au. So our first question is from Dante. Guys, I'm a no fluff kind of bloke, and I think you guys are sounding good. But I'm asking for a friend. Have you ever been in a situation you can't talk yourselves out of?
You go first with this one?
All right, I'll go first. Picture this, young Andrew Hayes, around the age of 19, and really just exploring the world and trying to submerge myself and get myself involved in as many activities as possible. I used to live in Sydney.
Yes.
And we used to frequent the night area of the King's Cross.
Okay.
And I remember one particular night venturing up to, can't even remember what it was, but it was like a 5-story facility. It wasn't the classy one. It was in the one in the middle of town anyway. And I remember getting halfway up, and for whatever reason, I didn't think I'd have time to get to the toilet. Number one, just two for those playing along at home.
Yep.
So I remember being in the process.
Good news.
Yep. In the process of doing what I had to do and just getting a tap on the shoulder.
Oh, no.
Big burly bouncer.
Oh.
And he waited to see what I was going to say.
Yep.
To which I said, literally, I've got nothing to say, mate. Let's go. Please don't hurt me.
Let's move on.
And he said, okay. And I thought there was nothing that I could have said there that was going to get me into that club.
Yeah.
You?
Sprung. I had a situation once where we were interviewing something, and it can be interviewing someone, and it can be a very precarious situation in the studio. And we spoke to this person at length. It was a horrible interview. I hated it. I'm not going to say who it was. And they just didn't want to be there. They weren't about it. And so the interview ended. Thank you very much. That's great. Da, 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 da. And then I thought the line had been disconnected because they weren't in the studio. You know how we do interviews down the line. So I may or may not have teed off on this person and said that was the most horrible interview I've ever done in my life. And they were still there and launched a formal complaint against me and the station.
Hey, off the record, though, who was it?
No, I'm not saying.
Nah, just off the record.
No.
No, okay. Hint, sports person?
No.
News person?
No, I will never tell.
Hint?
No.
First name?
It was a singer.
Narrowing it down.
It's Taylor Swift. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe Taylor Swift that happened.
We'll go through the archives.
Okay.
All right, question number 2. This one's come from Tisha. I'm about to get a new iPhone for my 30th, and before I do, I need to know from you both. Are you an iPhone or an Android person?
For goodness sake, Tisha. Like,
She has a point of view on this, just so you
grow
know.
up.
Who has an Android?
Oh, no.
Is there anyone amongst this team who has an Android? If you've got an Android, 13 24 10, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And why?
If you can get through.
Yeah.
Because does it have the technology to call us up?
I don't think so. Android. Look, from this question, I think actually Tisha is an Android person. So you probably just offended her.
She's fine, Tish.
The thing about Androids as well is if I send someone a text and it's not blue, there's a part of me that's like, well, do they even exist?
Yeah.
When it goes through and it's green,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, what's going on here? There's already a bit of a breakdown in trust.
Yes.
Why do I feel like that, Shaun?
Well,
Tell me why.
I have no idea.
It's time to throw some questions back at you.
No, look, I'm with you guys. iPhones all the way. I've had one for 12 years, and I will never swap.
Don't know any different.
No.
Except for I had one of those Samsung Ericsson flip phones. And how cool did you think you were?
Oh, I had
You got a call.
a Motorola.
Flip the
Yeah. I had a Razor back in the day.
Hello, Moto.
I thought you were so cool. And you're like, this has just got no gadgets whatsoever, but I just need someone to call me so I can flip it.
How good do I look?
All right, question number 3 for today. It's come from Tess. Who is the most famous person you've ever come along and met or visited in your work?
That's an interesting one.
Okay. You want to go first with this
No,
one?
I don't want to go first because every time I do it, I get accused of name dropping.
Oh, righto.
So-
I've been doing breakfast radio for almost decades.
I won't do it then if you don't want to know.
Okay.
Just gaslighting.
Sorry.
Just Tom Cruise, Russell Crowe, Justin Timberlake, Russell Brand, Taylor Swift, whatever.
Hey, Joe, put your manners back in. You're stepping out of line there.
What
Peter.
about you? Who's the most famous person you've met?
I actually interviewed, a couple of years ago, I interviewed Jesus Christ. We speak daily. And whenever I'm in need, the most famous person I've met.
Do you both? Is it a mutual conversation, or is it just you?
Or is it just
you asking him for questions?
It's one way.
Or is it just you repenting?
Life FM. Anyway, most famous person. Look, I'm going to say, I straight away go sports. Can I say Bruce McAvaney?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure
Bruce
can.
McAvaney. Like that's. And he's the one person when he walks in at Channel 7, everyone just sort of freezes and he's got this crazy aura about him.
He is the closest thing to Jesus Christ and
Yes.
God that you'll ever meet, Bruce McAvaney.
Yeah, and I talk to him, he doesn't talk back, so similar relationship, mate. He's a lovely person.
Oh, fantastic. And our final question is come from Dave. Morning, guys. Love what you do. I do miss the thruple. I think he's referring to Ben, Liam and Bell. But on that topic, who from Ben, Liam and Bell would you kiss, marry or shoot?
Ooh,
Oh.
okay. You go kick us off.
Okay. I'd pash Belle. Who wouldn't?
Classic.
Hot. She's hot.
Me?
That's very true.
We all know you don't have a vested interest in us women. That's fine. I would probably marry Liam because he makes me laugh. He's very funny.
Yep.
And that means I have no other option but to shoot Ben.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
It's always the boys who get shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
See,
What would you do?
I would kiss Belle,
Yeah.
but I'd kiss her first.
Yeah.
And then I'd marry Ben.
Oh.
And then I'd kill Liam because I feel like he's the jealous type.
I have never seen him perform, but I am so looking forward to this little sample size bite of you. Abandoman, welcome to the studio.
What a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So your show, how's it all been going?
It's been going very well. So I'm a musical improviser. I chat with the audience every night and make songs up about their lives. And it's lovely.
Now, you cannot come in without doing a little performance for us.
We gotta do it.
So how's this going to roll? Can you explain?
This is one of my favorite things. I am now realizing that most of the bands that I loved when I was younger are having reunion concerts. They broke up. They're getting back together.
S Club 7.
S Club 7. I lost my mind. Tina. So let's try this. Let's try it as though the three of us were in a band. The greatest band in the world. Jodie, Hayesy and Big Rob. So let's try
Go
this.
Big Robbie.
A lot of times when bands get back together, they're kind of reminiscing on the past. Let's do a fictional band that has never existed before. This is going to be our memories of the band. What I'm going to ask you to do, we're going to reminisce on a fictional history. When I stop the beat, will you both tell me, like, any rule you've ever broken in your entire life? And I'll say this to the listeners. I don't know what you're going to say.
Yep.
It is all genuinely off the top. But every time I stop the beat, you're going to give me a rule you broke. We're going to bring it in as though we were in a band together. Little rules, like maybe you stole a Cadbury's cream egg. Maybe you took extra toast when you weren't meant to. Something small. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
food related. I think that's good. Should we try this?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go. Greatest band in the world. Yep. Hey, let's go. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Ready, see, back in the day, you know that they were crazy. Yeah, man, you know, it was just me and Mr. Hayesy. Yeah, man, you know, we totally lonely. Right there, they left me for Nova. Jodie, we back, you know, it's quite divine. Back inside the 919 here, right there, man. Jodie got the hyper lines. Yeah, man, you know, tonight tell the crew, Jodie, what's your first broken rule?
Well, I don't eat red meat, and then I'll have a few drinks and I'll eat a hot dog and a party pie at the same time.
A hot dog and a?
Party pie.
What's a party pie?
It's like a little pie.
Drop it right there tonight, la-di-da-di. We be grabbing all the pies so we can rock it with the party. Check it then, you know. Animals, she cares for them. You know that she's sectarian, preparing vegetarians. Listen, life's a lottery. She's just like Hollaby. When she doesn't drink, she only often eats broccoli. Yep, that's right. Inside her heart, there's some hardship. She wants more more to life than just a parsnip. Check it right there, start to cry. I'm like, Jodie, put down the party pie. Listen, make no mistake, she got a hostage kid. As soon as she's drunk as bloody steak and all the sausages, she got this kid, you know that right there. You know she loving this, she double did, she running to the butcher's quick. Hey, you know me, listen man, totally. Make some noise one time for the meat-eating Jodie. Now you know we going crazy, baby. We back up in the place, be with Hayesy. Hayesy right there, you know that it's you. Tell the people in the room, what is your broken rule?
Well, sometimes I eat grapes at the supermarket and don't pay for them.
Do you not?
Sorry.
How many grapes? What's the most grapes you've ever eaten?
Sometimes a whole bunch.
Drop it! Listen, it's divine. This man is eating the prequel to wine. Hey, you know, man, crazy B. Hazy B stealing Jacob's Creek. Rob, he doing this. Check a team, you know the man, he dexterously eats the red and green. Yep, he pops them in the mouth like, okay. Hits both grapes like my man go rose. So they know tonight, man, A-star. Man's just been like Bard from Kmart. When they see them, they like take a stroll. You won't let the grapes go from Mr. Cole. So you know that we can do this, man, you know what, boo. Listen, man, we going through. He rocking with the stolen fruit. That's it. Hey, please go crazy. Make some noise for Jodie and Hayesy.
That is unbelievable.
That was amazing. And we need to absolutely stress that at no stage did you know what we were going to say.
No.
No, very much not.
I started to say, and then you went.
You did. You tried to say something, and I said I'm strict. I got my own internal rule system that I don't break. By the way, great suggestions. Great suggestions.
Thank you. They're all true, aren't they? I didn't realise you're a grape stealer.
Yeah, you just need some energy on the go.
Yeah, right.
Who would have thought that it would turn into an award-winning rap?
No, who would have thunk
You know
it?
what I mean?
I really like the idea next time you go to your local fruit or veg store, they're just like, oh, here he is. Oh, here he
He's
is.
eating grapes. It's okay. We're making art here.
Give it up for Abandoman.
Whoop, whoop.
Judge Jodie.
Email us breakfast@nova919.com.au with any moral dilemmas that you have, and the judge will be in session and she will hand down a ruling on whether your behaviour is inappropriate or not.
Jeez, didn't you straighten up? Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Get that gavel out and you're just a new woman. Easy.
Dear Judge Jodie, I met a guy on Tinder. Ooh. And his personality is pretty great. We've been FaceTiming for a week now, and he's putting a lot of effort on his own. Before meeting in person, he said he had to confess that he has a criminal record, Andrew Hayes, from pushing drugs a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Since then, he hasn't done any drugs and said he made tons of changes and has his life together now. Obviously, I'm sceptical, and I'm not inclined to give him the benefit of the doubt because I have trust issues in general already. Oh, this is so messy. Ladies, have you ever experienced this? Is it always bad to go for a guy like this, or could it possibly work out? Are any of you ladies dating someone with a criminal record? Please help judge.
So clearly it's not Jeremy Meeks. Remember hot mugshot guy?
He was
From the States?
He was so hot.
Yeah. He's such a bad boy.
He's such a bad boy. We love a bad boy. We do love a bad boy. Having said that, from a woman who spends in her other job, in her other life, an inordinate amount of time in court, it always fascinates me the amount of people on meth. The amount of people on meth in this state of South Australia is extraordinary.
Wait, I'm not reading this. Are you saying that's good or bad?
No, it's very bad because
Okay, yeah.
I can't imagine anyone watching the news going, oh, I should try some meth because that's worked out really well for all of those criminals. Yeah. Like, it's a scourge. So I'd just be very, very wary with this one. I'd be very sceptical, and because drugs, once they get a hold of you, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, drugs for mugs, we know that. And look, at no stage. I think what you're trying to say is don't do meth. And that's a great, strong message. Thank you, Dr. Roddy.
No, I'm just saying from my experience, it never pans out well for people, okay? People do stupid things on meth.
That's so true. Newsreader Abby, your thoughts on this
that sounded like a
situation?
segue into someone who's done meth.
So have you done meth? No, I'm just
I
joking.
can 100% confirm that I haven't. But from somebody who has dated morons her entire life to this lovely lady who has emailed in, actions speak louder than words. As you get older, you realise that they can say everything that they want to say, but actions speak louder than words.
Right.
I was dating someone who kept getting himself a little bit mixed up in the law, and he was all, I've changed, but his actions had not.
A little bit mixed up in the law is like saying I'm a little bit pregnant. Either you're mixed up in the law or you're not, Abs.
Exactly right.
Okay.
So get away from him if his actions don't match his words.
Okay, I like that.
There you go.
Okay.
Your thoughts? 13, 24, 10.
Yeah. Are you dating someone who's been a criminal? Are you dating someone who's been in prison?
Are you dating Jeremy Meeks?
That's a little bit niche, I reckon.
Okay, just pull it back a bit. Pull it back a bit.
We're going to get a heap of calls on that.
All right, we love your thoughts.
Judge Jody.
Please get involved. Breakfast at nova919.com.au. Any moral dilemma you have, let us know. Dear Judge Jody, I met a guy on Tinder. His personality, great. Been FaceTiming, great. But, however, she's discovered that he's got a criminal record from pushing drugs a couple of years ago. Should she give him a chance? That's the question. We love a bad boy.
We're talking about bad boys, and just in the song there before, I was like, what was the name of that bloke from Sons of Anarchy? And the entire room goes, it's
Jax!
Oh, my God. Oh, he's so amazing.
He
was a certified criminal, and he did some really, really bad things.
He did some bad stuff, but he's so hot.
Oh, he's so hot, isn't he?
Isn't he? Producer Zoe.
He's my dream man. I have rewatched Sons of Anarchy that many times.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Newsreader
Jack-
Abby, thoughts on Jax?
Hello. Yes, please.
Hi,
Anything
good.
to do with that,
Hey, Jax.
send him straight in.
What did you get up to today? Oh, I murdered a few guys and peddled some drugs and firearms.
Good, come and pash me.
What's for dinner? Oh, me, Jax. You're so awesome, man. It doesn't work like that. Come on.
Yeah, it kind of does work like that. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this one, Zoe?
I personally think your past is your past, and if you've changed, good on you. You know, you've done a really strong thing, and people should forgive you.
Well, let's go to some jurors. Kelly from Ingle Farm, what do you think?
Well, I'm pretty much the same with her because my partner is a criminal. So I think, the past is the past, and you've just got to have trust in them, I think.
Did it take you a while, Kelly, to forgive and forget, I suppose?
Not really, because we actually were talking while he was in prison, and I knew him before he went to prison. So the crime didn't really matter to me that much.
Right. And so, can I ask what he did? Was it really bad, or was it something that you could sort of, move on from?
No, it was really bad. He actually went in for murder.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, Kel. And so you're still together?
Yeah, we're still together. We have 2 kids. Like, we're pretty strong. Yep, it's good. He's on parole for the rest of his life, so that's a downfall. But no, we're good. He's good.
There you go. The best medicine to move forward is to forgive.
Yeah, wow.
That's a prime example from Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. Let's go to Mel from Morford Vale. Hey, Mel.
Hey.
What do we do here?
I've been on both sides. So I've been the person with the past, and I've been the person dating. And I think if his actions and words are matching, you're sweet, you're good. But she's saying, I've already got trust issues. So is this actually that she's got a problem with his past? Or is this that she's just got trust issues and looking for an exit?
Great questions.
Oh.
Great questions.
So true.
Whole new can of worms there.
So Mel, you believe people can change and evolve and move on?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm 20 years on the other side of addiction, like serious addiction from people dying and, various crimes. And, I'm a business owner, I'm a homeowner. I've got beautiful grandchildren and children that are thriving. You can totally flip it around from serious addiction. It's hard, and you have to really put the work in every day. Even 20 years later, it's still every day you've got to put the work in.
Yeah.
But your actions and your words really need to match up 100% every minute of the day. Otherwise, you just stay in that cycle.
Okay, Mel, can I say congratulations to you, because addiction is a horrible, horrible disease, and for you to come out the other side is incredible. So well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good on you, Mel.
A couple of unbelievably strong calls this morning.
Goodness.
You've got a tough decision to make. And here we go.
The pressure being a judge is so hard. It's so hard. It's a burden every day.
I don't think just a judge in a court of law doesn't actually wave their hands around and go, this is so hard. This is so hard. Oh, my gosh. So that's one thing to work on in the future.
Thank you so much. It's my body language. Okay. I am going to say on this one, open your heart. Give someone the benefit of the doubt. They may have made a mistake, but people can change. They can evolve. They can grow as humans. And as long as Abby in the newsroom said, and as our caller said, their actions match up with their words, then go for it.
There you go.
Gavel me.
Final ruling. It's time to really reflect.
Yes, really drill down on what's transpired.
Okay, so that feels like you're about to tee off.
On you? That's exactly what's about to happen.
Okay, great. Enjoy the week's work via Jodie's diary.
Jodie's diary.
Dear diary, prepare for a big verbal dump this week. It's been a big one. Ludacris had everyone asking if I was okay.
And the number one song on February 27th in 2004 was Yeah by Usher, featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris.
Okay. We spoke celebrities and we asked my good friend Andrew who was the most famous person he's ever met. Is your natural face just jealous the whole time?
I've met a quokka.
And diary, God forbid, a woman could outdo her co-host on the celebrity front. I'm reticent to do this because I know you're going to cane me, but I did meet her once. I was lucky enough to. All right, I won't talk about it.
I didn't say anything.
I won't. No, you didn't say. You didn't have to say anything. You just rolled your eyes.
This is not a visual medium, okay?
Just rolled your eyes at me.
Right. I took a deep breath to get ready to say, of course you did.
Okay, the only reason I'm saying it is because she was as lovely in person as you ever imagined she would be. She was so nice. She was really cool.
That's good. So she's one of your good friends. She was one of your good friends. That's what you're trying to say. I met Delta, by the way.
Oh, good for you.
Come on.
Quite frankly, it had him saying,
When?
Diary, this week Matt Hale came in to put me under hypnosis, and of all things that I could say out of my brain, I chose to talk about my co-host getting horny about blue animated characters. All I know about Avatar is it makes him really horny. It makes you so horny.
Matt, I'm not sure that it makes me that horny.
It makes you so... It makes you horny. Avatar makes you horny. You know it.
I think at one stage I said that those big blue beasts were quite athletic and amazing.
Yeah.
No.
I don't remember saying that it made me horny.
You're turned on by a blue person.
At first, wishes and orders. And then everything changed. I fell in love with the Kaya people.
Diary, I was hoping by now Hayesy could gain control over his oral facilities, particularly when it came to the biggest solo artist on the planet. There was
Sheeran tickets coming out very, very soon, all right? Get ready, 13, 24, 10. Your first chance this morning to score some Ed Sheeran tickets. So the finish line was there.
And Diary, I discovered this week that what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander. It's okay for Hayesy to talk about his football injuries.
I've tried to take out a big bloke, and right at the time where I wished that he didn't move, he sort of turned away,
Right.
and I got him front on, and he raised his knee.
Yep.
And his knee collected me right in the nether region, and it was a pain that I'd never felt before. So much so that I couldn't really walk properly. Went and saw the doctor. The doctor's like, you've done a little bit of damage here. Bang, a ruptured testicle.
Ooh.
Burst nut, as they say in the classics. Anyway, here we are.
It's not where we planned to go, but we've arrived there.
Yes. Should we go to the phones?
Yeah. Go on then.
Good morning to you, Sarah.
I think that, Hayesy, you're schnitting me. You're just trying to win me over.
You're trying to win Sarah over
you know
with your
what,
first
Sarah?
nut, mate.
The amount of girls at Marble Bar back in the day, I'd say, I got a story of you, love. It never worked.
But I can't talk about my genuine ailments sustained being a professional journalist trying to deliver a serious news story about pole dancers and Snoop Dogg. I basically did a story on the girls that are going to be backup dancers for Snoop Dogg.
Of course she did. Everyone's been craving it.
Theoretically, if Snoop was to request a middle-aged mother of 4 for next Wednesday, Carly, what move could I do to impress him?
Oh, a fireman spin for sure.
Okay.
Let's grab your hands up.
Yep.
Knees on the pole.
Yep.
Yep. Then we're going to go for a little spin. That's it.
Oh, yes, Snoop. Snoop loves it.
All right, a little body roll. Now give me a twerk.
Okay, so that little bit in particular, can you just paint a bit of a visual for us? Because how do I describe this? It was doing plenty visually.
And I'm still sore. Like my inner thighs are sore. Is that too much information?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've got this natural little mechanic now where I sort of zone out when I hear a red flag. So I've just heard white noise for the past 10 seconds.
Oh, why don't you have a cry about it, Andrew?
When?
So to Ludacris. Okay. Snoop Dogg.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And Horny Hayesy. Have a great weekend. Love, Jodie.
There you go. There's a bit going on there. You feel better?
I've had so many points this week where I thought, where's my career headed? I pole danced on the news, and then I sent an email yesterday to Todd, our sound guy, and I was like, can you put the burst nut bit into the diary? And there's a voice in my head going, where are you at, mate? Where are you at with your career?
Yes. And then the email came through just before this morning. Said, burst nuts in there. Thanks, Toddy.
Good work, Toddy.
Jodie and Hazy's Dead or Alive.
Welcome to the Princess of Death, producer Zoe.
Oh, my favourite nickname.
Yes.
Good morning.
Waited your whole life for that nickname.
I have. It beats Tweedledum. That's what I got in school.
Aww.
My last name's Tweedle. Everyone used to pronounce it Tweedle.
Well, that's not even original. That's stupid.
Yeah, agree.
We've touched on your torturous childhood before, haven't we?
Torturous child.
You moved 16 times.
I did.
Relentlessly bullied.
A couple of different dads.
Several different mums. Oh, my God.
Only 2 mums. All right. You want to play Dead or Alive?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go on then.
Me, when mum hears this, I'll be dead. All right. Dead or Alive, you know the drill. I'll give you a few celebrities,
Yep.
a bio, when they were born. You tell me if they're still with us or not.
Okay, good.
First up, Christopher Lee. So Christopher Frank Carandini Lee, CBE.
Many men sailed in king and made peace afterwards. Can we not take counsel together as we once did, my old friend?
An English actor and singer in a long career spanning more than 60 years, Lee often portrayed villains and appeared as Count Dracula in 7 Hammer horror films, as well as playing Saruman in Lord of the Rings. Born May 1922, dead or alive?
Oh, I'm just going to say dead straight up. That would make him, what, 101 or 102 this year?
Something like that. Yeah. 101 this year.
Bit of quick maths.
People have lived longer. Jodie?
I'm going to say dead too.
Correct.
Yeah, come on.
Dead, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Easy one.
Hey, if we draw this, given I'm the previous winner from
Yes.
last week,
Yes.
do I retain the mantle as winner?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just like even if it was a 2-all draw in the cricket over in India, then India would have retained the Border Gavaskar
I see what you're
series.
saying, because there was a good 35 seconds when I was thinking, what the?
What is he talking about?
Okay.
All right, next up, Helen Reddy. Helen Maxine Reddy, an Australian-American singer, actress, television host and activist. Born in Melbourne to a show business family, Reddy started her career at age 4, famous for her hit, I Am Woman. Born October 1941, dead or alive?
Oh, yes.
I am strong. Strong. I am invincible. I am woman.
I am dead. That's my answer.
Yeah, all right.
That's my answer.
Jodie, what do you think?
I feel like she did die.
Correct, again.
Do you want to sing it? I'm dead.
I am so dead.
I'm no longer with everyone. Rest in peace.
This is grim. Well, correct. That's 2-all.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
This is the decider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ed O'Neill.
I can just imagine my old man with his buddies sitting at their lawn chairs, laughing their asses off that I missed a whole day of football because I'm trying to get in touch with my emotion.
Edward Leonard O'Neill, an American actor and comedian. His biggest roles include Al Bundy on Married with Children and most notably Jay Pritchett on Modern Family, in which he is nominated for 3 Primetime Emmy Awards and won 4 SAG Awards, the Screen Actor Guild Awards. Born April 1946, dead or alive.
I tell you what, I remember watching that show as a young child. Married
with Children.
Yeah. And just thinking, even I knew then, this guy's a sexist pig.
Oh.
Yeah. It's pretty intense.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, he's great on Modern Family. but on the first show, it was
Al Bundy.
And he made like suggestive comments about his daughter.
Oh, my
who was
goodness.
Yeah, I know. It's so horrendous. Anyway, he's still alive.
Oh, wow. Someone's a big Peg Bundy fan. Yeah, I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that he isn't with us anymore.
Incorrect. Jodie. Jodie for the win. You don't retain that title.
Wow.
And coffee on Hayesy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if Al Bundy ever runs into Jodie, he might be dead.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Well, Hayesy, the whole family is in the studio at the moment because we feel like it's important that we know everything about the people we work with.
Yes, we're moving forward, and it's the intimate little details about someone that let you take the next step in developing a relationship. That's fair.
And we're all about team here, so it is crucial that we know the background of all of you, and I'm looking at all of you.
So, for example, producer Zoe's in. Zoe, good morning.
Good morning.
Give us a fun fact about you, please.
Well, my go-to is that I've lived in 16 houses in 18 years, so moved a lot.
I'm so sorry about your broken childhood.
We genuinely feel sad that no one loved you.
Yeah, that's right.
Couldn't quite settle, could you?
Yeah, character building.
Made new friends, and then I had to go. It just really reads like some kind of really traumatising sitcom.
It certainly explains why she's got so many issues, though, right?
Yeah, exactly right. So we're breaking barriers. It's really good. Newsreader Abby, good morning.
Good morning.
Fun fact about yourself?
Oh, there's a few, but let's go with my dogs became famous last year when they became the ambassador dogs for the Prospect Council for the very first Dachshund race in the state.
Oh, well done.
Ambassador dogs.
Yeah. Ambassador dogs.
And finally, that's a very good fun fact. And finally, producer Shaun, anything we should know about you? What have you got? Because we're trying to unravel this onion.
Yep.
And geez, Joe, there's a few layers in there.
Oh, man. I've never seen an onion with so many layers on the outside. Go on, then.
Good morning. Look, I've got a few fun facts. So, outside of work, I'm a giant pumpkin judge.
Of course you are.
What does that even mean?
I could have picked that too, by the way. Said nobody ever.
So the giant pumpkins, which are about 300 to 400 kilos.
Yeah.
I judge and MC those awards in Queensland every year.
And MC.
How do you even judge a pumpkin? Like from size, weight? What is it?
Weight. Definitely weight.
Right.
So what sort of fee we talking for MC work when it comes to pumpkins?
I do it for the love.
Yeah. Oh, I could have.
Get paid.
Could have picked that. I wouldn't have thought they had a massive budget.
I even pay for my own flights up to Queensland.
Oh, Shaun.
Anything else?
Look, for the past...
Can I just hold you up there? Because the Pumpkin Growers Association of Queensland are going, should we pay an MC? Nah, this idiot wants to do it for free.
Look, for the past 10 years, I've been a professional Christmas lights judge.
Oh, you haven't. That's not a real thing.
Yeah.
I, for about a year and a half, played Cash Cow.
What? On Sunrise?
Anytime Cash Cow was visiting the Sunshine State.
Hang on. You were the Cash Cow?
The Cash Cow?
When they visited the Sunshine State, so at the Royal Queensland Show and at the Commonwealth Games.
Wow. So the Cash Cow isn't a real cow.
Yeah. Real cow. Real cow.
Anything else you want to reveal?
No, I think that's it.
Oh, really? That's it? You good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Nothing to see here?
Nothing to see here.
Okay, because
yeah, I think that's it.
Hayesy and I
We got sent some stuff.
We've done our research.
Oh, boy. What about this? Just try and wrap your head around what we're about to say, because this might be an actual thing that I bet you're going to sit there and go, I didn't know that existed. This is Shaun Sandilands, producer Shaun.
Cousin of Kyle, by the way.
In June 2015, speaking on 7 News about the opening of a new tunnel in Brisbane.
The barricades come down at around 9 o'clock, and among those hoping to be first through is tunnel enthusiast Shaun Sandilands.
It's just an exciting new way. You look at 10 years ago, we didn't have any tunnels, and now we've got 3.
Oh, how exciting. A tunnel enthusiast, are you?
Tunnel enthusiast.
Shaun, I told you when you started that you needed to appear normal.
Look, you don't know how exciting it is to go through a tunnel the first time.
Yes. Well,
Adelaide doesn't have any of them, except for in the hills.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's jump back into this little thing with Channel 7. And here's Shaun talking about lining up to see such a tunnel.
You'll be staking out your spots, so you don't want to cause any traffic issues, but just waiting for that perfect time that they release the gates and you drive on in.
Finally, there's a platform for people sending through their text on 0400 919 919 saying, hey guys, any info on the latest tunnels happening in Adelaide? And this man gets very much up and about.
Look, I do love a good tunnel. I do love a good
What does that
tunnel.
even mean?
Like the tunnels that you drive through. They're very exciting to be. Look,
Do we bring up your sexuality at this point? Do you ever look at Cara? Does anyone ever look at their spouse and genuinely go, are you trying to kill me? Because that's exactly what I thought yesterday. I looked at my husband and I thought, are you actually trying to knock me off? So this all started a little while ago when I got a notification saying that he'd updated my life insurance.
Okay, there's that's like an off red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have thought, I'm not sure what the situation is in your family, but I would have thought all my money would go like equally to my children. Not so. He updated it so it was like 50% him, and then whatever was left over was divided amongst the children.
He's good with numbers, though, Greg.
He's very good.
And he controls all your numbers, so you just trust him. You just trust him in the process.
I really did trust him until yesterday when I was driving my car and the brakes didn't work. And so I've texted him and I said, what have you done to my car? Are you trying to knock me off? Kind of thing. And then he's like, oh, what's going on? Take it to a mechanic. And so I did. And the mechanic said there is an actual slice in the hose, in the brake hose. And I'm going, how did that happen? How is there like a massive cut in my brake hose? And the mechanic looks at me, and I'm not joking, he goes, is there someone who doesn't like you?
That was Greg.
It was Greg.
Greg's trying to get you.
My husband's trying to kill me.
And we're laughing about it. You're somehow still alive.
I know. So anyway, I've survived. But if I don't, everyone now knows what's happened.
Jodie's in danger.
Well, Hayesy, you're new here to Nova, and you need to tread very carefully because you have quite the reputation for getting people's names wrong.
Oh, so you want to go into a situation, a social situation, with confidence?
Yeah.
And you want to address people by their name because obviously it's easy just to call everyone mate.
Yeah.
So I try and get on the front foot.
Yeah.
But if you stuff it up,
Yeah.
it stays with them, I think, for a lifetime. For example, if I was calling you, I don't know, Jemima instead of Jodie for a long time, you're going to remember that, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to think you're arrogant at the same time. My husband and I have a system. If we're in a social situation and I say, oh, hi, how you going? This is my husband, Greg. He knows that's his cue that I don't know the name of the person that we're speaking to. So he'll go, hey, I'm Greg. And then only on the very rare occasion they won't reciprocate.
Yeah, I know.
And then we're both in the dark.
They should pick it up as well. And then afterwards, when they introduce themselves, you go, oh, sorry, I was just about to introduce you.
Oh, sorry.
But you jumped in and did the job for me.
Exactly. We have a mutual friend at Channel 7. She's one of my best friends in the world. And she took great delight in telling me a story about okay, you, for many years, mixed up someone's name.
Oh my gosh. And I don't know if this is my fault or the person who I've been calling the wrong name for so long, if it's their fault for not correcting me. But yes, probably about 3 years, a gentleman by the name of Steve, who, for whatever reason, I was calling Paul. It's not a go-to name, is it? So the person you're talking about, a mutual friend, his name is Chantel, and up near her office. And then one time I walked past Paul at the time and said, "Thanks for that, mate. Good on you, Paul. Be back in a second." And Chaz is absolutely losing it. What is going on here, Chantel? Paul, his name's Steve. I'm going, you're kidding.
Oh.
For years,
Yeah.
I've been calling him Paul, and I'll go, "Morning, Paul." You go, "Morning, Hayesy." He just takes it. Accepts it like he'd accepted it. So I don't know who's in the wrong here, first and foremost.
Well, okay. But your form has transferred over to Nova 919. Tell everyone what happened.
It's already happened. So I met a lot of people at the Nova Christmas party. I'm banking all these names.
So did Zoe.
Yeah. Zoe. Still hung over a little bit only months ago.
Yep.
And then a young man by the name of Jono, who I met, who's fantastic young man.
Yeah.
Works up at AA for a little bit and real likeable bloke.
Yep.
So he came in one morning to fix something, and I've jumped on the front foot and gone, "There he is. G'day there, Jimmy." And I haven't been this embarrassed for a long time. He started having a conversation and fixing something in here, and mid-conversation went, "Yeah, da-da-da, it's Jono, by the way, da-da-da," and he carried on. It's Jemima and Hayesy on Nova.